This is the YouTube series Nick was talking about. Unwrapped, the movie edition. That's right. I could be my own Mark Summers. I like that. Everyone loves the Mark Summers show. Do your own and review it at the same time. You know what? That's a good idea.
And that's what I intend to do here on Unwrapped. What's up, y'all? It's KB, and if you're like me, you love movies. And if you're like me, you might have like some of these things somewhere in your house. I am a physical media collector. I still believe in DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks and even VHS. And what that means is, besides buying them, I should probably watch them too. So based on a recommendation from my man Nick over at Movie AB Impulse, I am doing this new series called Unwrapped. Basically, as I open these movies and I check them out and I go through special features sometimes, I am going to basically make a little video. It's not a haul video. Some of them have been sitting here for quite a while, but it's about time I start to crack that cellophane and start to watch and enjoy some of these films. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Today I have about 10 titles to go through that I've opened up in the month of January. So why don't we get started? The first and probably the best thing that I was able to get into this month was a brand new purchase. I also have a movie goal in mind that I'm not going to let more than a couple of weeks pass by without getting into the movies that I got, just to avoid future episodes of Unwrapped, because I don't want them sitting there for too long on the shelf. So as soon as I got this in, same night, I opened up Hush. I did not see this movie when it was on streaming services, and it made a lot of people's year-end best for 2024. So I picked that up, as well as another one that I will get to in a few moments. But I had to see this movie, and man, what was I missing? This movie is amazing. I loved it. And as you may know, if you follow physical media, it came with a special edition called a Shush Cut. So I was able to go through that as well. And the great thing about it is that I watched them both on the same night. It was that good. It's not often you watch a movie and then as the credits roll, you're ready to watch it again. And that's how I felt about Hush. So I watched the regular version, dare I say the theatrical version, and then I started to check out some of the special features, including the running commentary. I wish more people would do that. You just had the stars and the director sitting in a room. They're watching it. It's in a picture-in-picture, and they're just doing a running commentary of the movie. And it was great. Great experience. But I'm sitting there, and it was getting late, and I wanted to head upstairs, and I wanted to watch the movie again. It's not that long. It's about an hour and a half, and I just wanted to watch it again. So I told my wife, I want to show you this movie. And usually that means I think it's good. And I put on the Shush Cut. That way I could watch that. It's more atmospheric. The score is reduced. It's in black and white. And I was able to enjoy that thoroughly, as much as I did watching it for the first time. So this is a 4-disc set, and it has the 4Ks and the Blu-rays, and highly, highly recommended. If you've never seen it, if you've seen it and you remember how good it is, grab this, put it on again, and enjoy, because this is the best thing I watched in January. Next thing that I have here is something that's been sitting on the shelf for a while, and that was the Mummy trilogy. And I was able to crack it open and check out the first one, which is The Mummy. And the thing I like about it is you have the Blu-rays and you have the 4Ks on separate discs, all in this slim case. And I told myself what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all the 4Ks to the front so I don't accidentally, again, start to watch the Blu-ray when I'm thinking it's a 4K. I checked my 4K player and I didn't see that lovely indication that it was 4K. And I was like, this looks really good. So even though it looked really good, I immediately put in the 4K and it was equally as good. Great transfer. And I would say for that late 90s, early 2000s CGI style, This actually holds up pretty well. You know, some of them are laughable, but this one was pretty well. The next movie I opened up, and this is a trend of mine. If I do an upgrade, say from a DVD, like in this case, and I have a DVD of a movie and I get it upgraded to a Blu-ray or 4K, sometimes it takes me a while to get to watching that upgrade. For example, I have The Seven Samurai, the Criterion Collection on DVD. I've bought the Blu-ray. It's still sitting in cellophane, and now the 4K is out on actually 2 different editions. You have the BFI and the Criterion. So I don't think I'll be buying that again anytime soon, even though that BFI set looks great. But in this case, I'm not talking about Seven Samurai. I'm talking about Secretary. I got this one from Imprint, and the great thing about it is it's a Blu-ray, so I can give away my DVD or just sell it if somebody wants it. And this transfer looks good. I didn't get into any of the special features, but it seems like most of them are carried over from the DVD, so I didn't spend a lot of time on it besides the movie, and the movie is great. Don't watch 50 Shades. Watch Secretary. It's a great one. Talking Criterion, I took a Saturday and I got into one of my unopened Criterions, and it was for the Jackie Chan box set. It's called Emergence of a Superstar. So it has a lot of his early movies on here, and the one that I watched was The Young Master. Now, this case took me forever. As you could see, it's a very, very tight case. And even now, I'm having difficulty getting it open. So what I had to do was crack open the back part, push it out, and then each movie is on individual disc. But I enjoyed The Young Master, and I can't wait to get into the rest of the set. The other movie that I picked up that I saw in a lot of people's year-end list was, besides Hush, I got the Galaxy Quest 4K Steelbook. And this is really cool because I don't remember too many Steelbooks actually having its own slipcase. So you take the slipcase off, and underneath it, you have a Steelbook. So you have the Steelbook there, and inside, I believe it's just the 4K. There's no Blu-ray, but that's okay because the 4K looks great. Fun movie I hadn't seen in a while, so it was great to go back to it. Funny, still funny. And yeah, just something to add to the collection, something that once upon a time I used to watch over and over again, and I was happy to see it again. And like I said, it was new. I didn't watch it as quickly as I did Hush, but I was able to get into it, I would say, within the first 4 days of having it in the house, in the collection. On the 20th, which was MLK Day, I opened this Kino that I got called King, a filmed record from Montgomery to Memphis. And it was a timely watch. And the thing that I liked about it is, one, it's an Academy Award winner. I didn't know that. But besides covering like different parts of his life between 55 and 68, you also had these little interludes with celebrities, spoken word, poems, just talking about his legacy. And come to find out that it was selected to the Library of Congress National Film Registry in 1999. So it's an important film, and as many action and sci-fi and horror movies that we have in the best formats, it's good to have some of these in your collection as well. It's good to know history, dare we say, not to repeat it. Another trilogy that I was able to pop open and watch was a recent purchase, and I was watching my Price Watcher site, and this became available for, I want to say it was like $30 or whatever, but I got the Oceans trilogy. I wasn't too interested in the separate steelbooks. If I go back to it, it's usually to watch all 3. So instead of having all 3, I just got the trilogy with all 3 of them in it, and I watched Oceans 11, my favorite of them. Ocean's 12 is better made, but Ocean's 11 is just pure nostalgia for me. So, look good, nice transfer. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Not much else to say. It's a great cast, and all the movies are fun, so I enjoyed that. Not so enjoyable, but it was a part of the collection that needed to be opened up, and it sounds like I got a floater in here, but maybe not. The Whale. I wanted to watch this for my Oscar challenge that I'm doing, and my wife had never seen it, so I just grabbed the Blu-ray and I cracked it open for her to watch. And powerful performance, Brendan Fraser, nothing you haven't seen or heard before. I'm not going to get too much into it, but not too many features on here. I was able to go through the making of and also the scoring of the movie. 2 short featurettes. It's a pretty bare bones disc. So I just ran through it quickly, probably 20 minutes after the credits rolled, to go through the features. And finally, what's a lot bigger is for the holidays, I got, oh, so heavy, so noisy, the latest Columbia Classics Volume 5. And I wanted to watch one of these movies, and I was thinking about watching Tootsie, that's on here. But I just wanted something else, and I was in a black and white mood, and I was like, ooh, All the King's Men? Yeah, not in that mood. So turned on one of my favorites, which is On the Waterfront. And I'm just going to pop that out here. So here we go. On the Waterfront, Academy Award winner, multiple, 8 Academy Awards. The things I like about these Columbia Classic box sets, the movies come with the original poster art on the covers and hidden surprises. There were others that I watched yesterday, like It Happened One Night from Volume 2. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? I think that's Volume 4. But I don't look at like all the features and everything when they announce these box sets. I look at the titles and then I decide yes or no, boom, boom, boom. So for example, Starman has like the TV series on it. Didn't know that till I got it. And what I did know about this is that this is also a 4-disc set, just like Hush. And 3 out of the 4 is the same thing, which is a 4K version of the movie. But what they did, I hate that they're stacked, pet peeve of mine. But what they did was they presented it in different ratios. So this is the original. This is the 1:6:6. Then there is a 1:3:7. And then over here, underneath the Blu-ray, there's a 1:8:5:1. So 3 different aspect ratios of the same movie. What an interesting concept. And I've never seen another movie do that, especially on a 4K format where they include alternates of the movies, not alternate cuts, but alternate aspect ratios. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I watched it actually in the original just to get a familiarity of it compared to, like, say, the Criterion Blu-ray. And looks great, typical high-def transfer, but now it's given me incentive to come back to it and just rewatch it, but rewatch it in different aspect ratios. If you're into video or even photography, you can understand the difference that aspect ratios make, especially if you have larger screens or televisions. So I'm going to come back and, of course, watch the other movies, but I was really thrilled with the different choices for the aspect ratios. So that's it. I want to thank Nick again for this inspiration. If you'd like to join my Oscar challenge going on right now, the hashtag is at the bottom. Watch as many Oscar winners and nominees as you can, as you like, and just let me know. Send me a message and use the hashtag to let me know that you're participating, and it's fun. I'm going to be doing this until March 2nd, which is the night of the award ceremony. So stay tuned for the next episode of Unwrapped, and until then, go watch a movie.